first off, I love talking to you every time because you play these badass, kick-ass women.
Thank you.
I do, though. I miss the period pieces every so often.
I do too, yeah. It's nice to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I've obviously frightened everybody.
I know. Now, like, if they put you into one of those outfits, you're just going to rip it off.
They're worried I'll break the teacup. Probably.
Exactly. This role was a lot of fun to watch. She's
you.
just a badass, and she's really kind of evil and kind of cool. This looks like a lot of fun. Can you talk about playing her?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I think, you know, just reading, you know, the part on the page, I thought, oh my gosh, this is a wonderful part. She's just got that kind of whiff of craziness that makes it really fun. And, you know, she's definitely a wounded creature who is compensating and is highly competent and all of that stuff, but the combination of those things makes her quite dangerous, and I found her quite funny, you know, just how far she'll go, you know. So it was really fun.
Well, was it nice to add? I mean, with Saline, it's such a serious, intense role. You're the good guy, you're battling.
Yeah.
Was it kind of fun to kind of add that humor, add that little dark?
It is fun, and I think that's one of the things. I mean, I love Underworld so much, and I think, you know, one of the slight drawbacks about being associated with that character, you know, predominantly is she's got 2 or 3 facial expressions. You know what I mean? So that, you know, she's a kind of a po-faced, stone-faced kind of cold vampire, and you know, I think it's quite easy for people to think that I've only got 2 or 3 facial expressions. So, you know, it's quite nice to have a movie that people will actually see. That I've got a few more.
There's a great scene. I love the stuff with you and Colin where you are playing the wife. Where before things, was there a lot of play between you two and finding that relationship and?
Yeah, and Colin is so wonderful to kind of, you know, sit there and plan and chat and do all the preparation stuff with, because he just wants to, you know, keep going and going, and I love that. But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, for my character, my character is playing a part, and you know, in terms of us figuring that out, it's important for Colin to be in the dark about that. So he was, I think, taking me very much at face value, and you know, my character has to be twisted a little bit to pull that off.
I don't think anyone does twist it as well as you do. I do think you play and this is your first really major bad guy, really.
Yeah, in a movie like this, for sure, yeah.
Were you a little nervous about taking on the bad guy role, and especially playing the good guy so often?
I wasn't really, no. I mean, I felt like, you know, especially, I mean, because Len obviously knows me and knows what I'm capable of, and so I knew the director was very confident in you know, in that, and that I was, you know, who he'd had in mind. So, so I felt pretty good about it.
Was the role always, because Sharon Stone's character in the original is she's not there that much.
Right.
You're a major part.
Right.
Was that always like that?
Yeah, it was always like that. And you know, I think we just wanted to make a real difference. You know, it's Sharon Stone's character is like a fantasy wife. You know, she's unribboning her camisole and offering sex constantly. And, you know, we wanted to establish a couple who'd been married and the guy was feeling a little bit kind of bored. And who would be bored by Sharon Stone in a bed? It just seems kind of like, I think there'd be lines around the block for that. You know, so I think we wanted to kind of make that, you know, a little bit more kind of mundane, maybe.